Welcome back to the channel. So I'm refitting the 16th tooth gearbox sprocket that I had on the bike for about 6 months or so, a long time ago, before I went back to the stock gearing. And the reason I'm doing this is now that I've got the camshaft as well as the DNA air filter open, well not open but freer flowing, decatted exhaust, etc. And the way the bike pulls, it's probably going to benefit. The higher gearing will actually be better, because as it is this now, first, second and even third hits the rev limiter quite quickly, especially first and second. And the only downside to the camshaft tune that I've found is it doesn't get up to the revs. It pulls higher revs, like it's hard to explain. So when you're in fifth gear, it's like an overdrive anyway on your Enfield, your classic, because you'll know that you can't hit the rev limiter. You'll hit the speed limiter, top speed limiter, but not the rev limiter in fifth gear. You can do it in fourth. Shouldn't do it, but you can. And that was filthy, by the way, inside. So the gear oils just turned to like a grease. And quickly, I'm just taking the tab washer off. Now, there's a better video on doing this when I put the one on. I was in closer with the camera. I'm just making a video so I can tell you why I'm doing this, which I'll put the link for that video below. The problem with the amount of grease that's on that bike is it's going to make slabs filthy. So what I would do is I would do this with Silclean chain cleaner. It foams up. I would take that casing off, do what I did, and I sat it in a bucket of petrol, cleaned it with a degreasing brush. And it's underneath in the petrol, so you don't actually get that splash dirt air that. You just work the brush on the stuff and it breaks it up. But I would take that casing cover off, spray all the chain down with chain cleaner, take it down to the garage, pay for a hot power wash, and get it all off before you bring it back to work on it, because it's all down the centre stand and everything, all the oil. And I mean, it's 10,000 miles of use. It's just built up. There's the cog off and rolls down the chain. So I'll put the 16 on, and then when you put the 16 on, it's quite tight to put on, but your chain's long enough, your standard chain will take the 16 tooth, as long as you've loosened it like I have and pushed the wheel all the way forward. The splined tab washer is there's not a lot of spline for it to sit on, so make sure it's right on where you put your nut in and tighten it up. A little bit fiddly, and your hands are getting filthier and filthier, but it was too hot today to wear the orange gloves. The only good thing about this temperature is when you wash the bike down, the chain and that, it dries off really quick, so you can get your chain re-greased. So just tighten this up, nip it up. I don't bother with torque wrenches on anything except inside an engine. I know there's torque wrench settings for everything, wheel nuts, everything, but I never use them. Hand tight and a nip. Spark plug tight, as we call it. You never go wrong with that. Just tighten this up. What I was going to tell you is now, yeah, so with the standard gearing with the cam on, the bike won't get onto the cam proper in fifth like it does in every other gear. So when you come to a long hill or a very strong wind, the bike actually loses power in top gear. So if you rode the standard one, you'll get that little bit, but it does act worse with the camshaft. And that's the price you pay if you tune stuff and you muck around with stuff. There's always a price to pay. Might be fuel consumption, might be something like this. So the idea is I'm going to ride the bike again as like a 4-speed bike, and I'm going to leave this sprocket on for at least a month to see, and then we can just check how we're going and how it is. So fourth gear, obviously it'll come on the cam, so it'll pull right up to 70, no bother, especially even easier with the bigger gearbox sprocket. And I think it'll make the bike more relaxed again, just putting along. It's just less gear changing when you're on country roads as well. We'll see how we go. And we'll see what it's like riding beside Bob's standard one as well. So these ball-ended Allen T-handle Allen keys are great, but don't tighten up bolts tight on them. Just screw bolts in and out and do the final torquing tight or breaking with a normal Allen key like sitting there on the ground, because you'll round the ends of those Allen keys, and inside Allen bolts will round as well. So there's my top tip of the day. Anyway, nearly done. So I'll quick hose down, and I'm going to have to scrub those slabs with wash up liquid. I should have really took that cover off, soaked in petrol, driven up to the petrol station at the power washer and got it steam cleaned and saved the mess back home. Ah well, here's what it is. So there's the chain all degreased clean. That'll soon dry off. So while I'm waiting on that, I'll scrub the slabs and also swapped out the back brake pads. One side's gone, but they've done 8,000 miles, those centre pads, so I've still got the original ones which are half worn. I've just stuck them back in today. That's the chain greased up. I'm having to nip across to Haddington to Screwfix to get some switch for the bathroom. Anyway, good chance to try the bike up Pencraig Hill here. So that's 4th gear at 60, no bother, not too buzzy as you can hear, and then it drops off at 5th as expected. Fourth gear overtake from 50, nice and safe to get past a slow car. There you go. It's not too buzzy at all though, 4th. And then 3rd gear at 30, and it's just putting along lovely. So we'll see how we get on the country roads as well with the gear changes for the wee narrow corners and that, but it feels okay actually. So into Screwfix and spied the van I know from work. It's one of my work colleagues, Sean, with his laddie. So anyway, I'll go and pick up the stuff and get back home with that, and we'll get a wee speed test along the old A1, see how it goes with the gears.
I'm going next door.
Okay, let's see how quick it goes through every gear without hitting the rev limiter either on the flat out of Haddington. So there you go, that's quite impressive. Second, third, really good going now. And then in the top, and as expected, it drops off. But yeah, no problem at all. Pencraig Hill, open it right up in 5th. It indicates 75. Now folks say they can't do 75, but I've actually had mine clocked with 3 different cars behind it 75, so I don't know. It goes good enough for me. Okay, so we've tried it through the villages at 20s and 30s, and there's the top speeds and stuff, but it's not too buzzy at 60 in 4th as it was before on standard gearing. So we'll get out on the country roads over the next couple of weeks, see how we get on, decide then if I'm going to leave it 16 and 15. But I'd like to use it to go up north for long distance to see the fuel and stuff. So we'll see how we get on, okay? So as always, thanks for watching. Hope you find this useful. Some folk have been asking about the 16 tooth again, new owners and stuff. So I'll see you in the next one, okay? Goodbye, good week, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now.